Romancing the Dungeon is intended for mature audiences, as this show contains adult themes, but not like those kind of adult themes, just sensitive stuff that some audience members may find upsetting. Content warnings for specific episodes can be found in episode descriptions.
Tell me why I'm so alone when I know you're here with me.
You're listening to Romancing the Dungeon, a softcore D&D podcast about heroes navigating their daily lives while looking for love in a world full of peril, monsters, and heartbreakers. Previously on Romancing the Dungeon.
I am so sorry. And he puts a hand up to the door. You just see the light refract.
Nate, what did you do?
Nothing. Explain to me who you are, where I am, and how I am leaving.
A contractor working on behalf of your sister. I don't know, but I will help you find out.
That first answer spares your life. There is something breaking my connection to myself. Sever that barrier. The door to the cellar is wide open. Your eyes kind of start to adjust to the dark, and you see the visage of Count Swallow stare straight at you.
What happened?
The same thing that happens to all young love. It blossoms, withers, and dies. You are safe to walk these halls, Hephaesta Tinderson.
Are you in need of sharing your life? Feeling a little blue? Or looking for a little excitement? Well, you've taken the first steps to addressing some of your issues, and we are only happy to help you on your way. Welcome to G8. Dedicated, dynamic, distinct, or delightful. Demure dates for deserving daters. My name is Mrs. Agnes Shufflebottom, but you can call me Auntie Aggie, and I'm a Michigan University administrator appointed to run Miss Greypurse's business affairs while she's away and currently under investigation for fraud. Our delicious nugget of factual information this week is... when two people kiss, they can exchange between 10 million and 1 billion bacteria. That's why you should save your body fluids for just that special someone. This little survey question is... let me see, where did I put that little piece of paper? Oh, here it is. What's the worst decision you've ever made?
Falling in love with someone who didn't reciprocate my feelings.
I'm starting to think that it might be the last job I took. Normally I'd be like, business, business, business. Don't catch feelings. And you know what? This time it's no different, but things are going absolutely hog wild. You've no idea. It's just so complicated, and I don't need that sort of messiness in my life.
It's like there's this girl I dare in Hephaesta, and it's just like she's just this like constant ongoing mess that I have to keep cleaning up. And it's like, you know, like someone, like when you break up with someone, you kind of just want to like shake free of them, but like she I don't know, she's around all the time.
Is this Hephaesta Tinderson?
Yeah.
Oh, she's one of the clients here.
Not having much luck with her now.
Oh my, her record. Oh, it's quite thick.
Yeah.
The record. She's been through them.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, and somehow I'm the unlucky one that got stuck with her. And I broke up with her. Like, it's not even like I married her. It's like she's just, again, I broke up with her and she's still...
Oh.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, obsessed, whatever.
Oh, you poor dear.
Yeah. You cuddle?
No. Oh. I've read your file too.
Sorry, you looked at me and it was...
With Beatty.
Yeah.
You know, for the longest time, I thought the biggest mistake I'd ever made was dating Nate, but I think I've come to realize it was probably the rebound. like Nate was a mess, but it was a mess I kind of expected. But you know, the one after him, she's kind of obsessed and she just sticks around. You know, like I broke up with her, I left, but she's just following me around causing messes, and Yeah.
Oh, which one's that? There's so many in your file.
You know, I actually didn't meet her through this at all. So,
Oh, that would explain it. You had to
Yeah.
vet your partners.
Yeah, I did not. Yeah.
Speaking of, Nathaniel actually put in a vetting request and barring order against you.
He did what?
Okay, so who wants to go first?
Not me.
Define go, like.
Meet their maker. Shuffle on to the other side. Fia.
Uh-huh.
You're at the top of the initiative order.
Oh, shoot, I am, yeah.
Roll, baby.
Okay, so I have my rapier in one hand. I want to pull a dagger out in my other hand, and I'm just going to go in for 2 weapons.
Now, drawing a weapon. Action.
Yeah. Free action.
Depends on the DM.
What?
One weapon is a free action.
Okay.
Drawing 2 weapons would be initiative.
Ah, so since
Yeah.
you already had one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Generous, are you feeling, Declan?
Not really.
Wow. Actually, no, I'm just going to attack with my rapier. 10.
That does not hit.
Oh, wow.
Actually.
Amazing.
Bonus action.
Bonus
Can I
action.
hit with that dagger, maybe?
Getting really frustrated.
That's free.
I grip the handles of my 2 blades and I manifest my echo.
Cael and Nate, kind of with that whisper and that weird energy gone, you both just see Fia gesture with her blades and then immediately turn and stab with her rapier at this wraith-like creature. The blade just kind of cuts straight through it. And with a sigh, Fia takes a step back. And then you see an illusion, a cloud, a shadow. There's another Fia next to her. Just kind of there. It's that weird thing. It's, you know, when you see like the vapors on a hot day, that vapors. I do believe I'm getting the vapors. And when you kind of go to look at her, you can, it's that thing of kind of half like an optical illusion. You can see it, but you can't see her clearly. That was your bonus action?
Yeah.
Okay. It's Nate.
I mean, kill the ghost of Fia, obviously.
Oh, of course, yeah. She got in my way of killing you, so. I'll attack
Fia.
the Ray.
Okay.
Gross. Natural 1.
Oh. Delightful. You were attacking with your rapier.
I am.
You stab Fia.
As you lunged forward, kind of half, what the hell, Fia? You lose your balance, you stumble, and the creature reaches out. That's a 12 or a 2. That's a 17, that's better. That's actually 23 to hit. A hand just appears out from the rags of shadows, and it touches you, Nate. Take, oh boy, that's a lot of damage. Okay. 3, 6, 7, 11. That's not a lot of damage, it's just 13. 13 psychic damage.
Oh, gee. Do I get like a bonus action?
Yeah,
or
you do.
I get, like,
Yep.
fucking something. Bardic Inspiration. Oh, other than myself. Yeah, no, I don't do anything. Fuck you guys.
Wow.
No, Bardic Inspiration for this lad.
Cael.
Yeah.
Okay. The creature kind of moves around Nate, you just a little bit to the left. Like it's not moving out of your space. It's kind of staying in. But it looks at the 3 of you kind of one after the other. And you just, its mouth lowers and it starts to speak and you just hear.
I was a young man. It was so many years ago, I can't remember my father's name.
And it just keeps repeating this over and over again.
In Can's voice, yeah?
In Kant's voice, in Svala's voice. Slightly raspier, slightly weaker. Wisdom saving throw, everybody, please.
6.
4.
That's 9.
You all take 13 psychic damage.
Oh.
And you're all stunned.
Well, the damage is halved. For me. Not for you guys. We're fine. Round it up?
Yeah.
Cool.
Cael, it's your action. Well, you're stunned. You can only... Cael, as you try and block it out and you feel it, like the It's maddening energy. It's psychosis of psychic energy just ripping at you. You do your best to shield it, but you feel your whole body just freeze. Fia, it's the same. And Nate, it's the exact same. And you all watch as it, Fia, you just see its hand just reach out from the rags and it just touches you on the forehead. Going to have advantage. It's a dirty 20 to hit. Or a dirty 20. It's I roll 2 14s. 16 psychic damage.
Okay.
Cael, all of you are unstunned.
How fucked up is everyone?
Pretty fucked up.
I'll be fine.
Okay.
What about your Echo Knight?
All of it. Nothing about it being concentration or anything like that.
Okay.
It's just, it's there. Lasts until it's destroyed or until you dismiss it as a bonus action.
Okay. Yeah, Cael, sorry, your action.
Cael is going to back up as much as he can and cast Firebolt, which has a range of 120 feet, so he can get he can use his full movement to get back if that's possible.
Yep.
8. Wait, I can use your bardic for an attack roll, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Just not the damage roll.
13.
Hits it.
Love that. That's 2d10 fire for 8 fire damage to it.
You watch, Cael, as you kind of back away from it slowly as possible and as carefully as possible. You just conjure fire around you and flames just erupt and shoot straight from you. Your skin glows with it, catching the edges of your marble white skin. It strikes at the creature, and for a moment you see some of the flames actually just vanish as if the magic has been swallowed, and some of the ends of the creature burn.
I don't know if we're going to have much luck fighting this.
Fia.
Okay, so I'm going to attack it again with my rapier. 18 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. For 8 damage. And then I'm going to unleash Incarnation. Oh no, that's more. I'm in combat range, so's Nate.
Yep.
And my Echo is as well, so I get to add another 2d6 to that.
I mean, nope.
So another 4 damage on top of that. Then I'm going to attack again with my Echo. Oh, that doesn't hit. That's a 9.
Nope.
Okay, that's me done.
Yeah, kind of seeing Cael strike back, you kind of come to your senses, Fia, and immediately you lash out with your rapier. And as you do, Cael, from where your vantage point is, you see the Echo Knight literally mimic Fia's movements, and where Fia goes left, this thing mirrors and goes right, and Fia lunges with the rapier. It lunges with its own rapier. Both seem to stab at the creature. Again, you can see it kind of catch, and you feel it kind of snag, but it's like cutting through webs.
Actually, I'm just going to bonus action disengage.
Okay.
As well.
And with that, as your blade kind of cuts through and you feel it kind of cut through the air, Nate, you just see Fia backflip out, throwing the peace symbol as she goes. Deuces. It is your action.
Having taken so much damage at this point, Nate starts to feel like a rush of I don't know, there's just like a rush sort of like going through him, and sort of his ears are sort of, when you sort of hear like really quick rushing water, and like his face feels really hot, and he starts to bare his teeth, and he lunges at this wraith in an attempt to bite it.
Yep, give me an attack roll.
That is a 17.
Hits.
So it's 3 damage, but I also heal 3 damage from that.
Okay.
And then I sort of try to get as far away from it as I can then.
Okay. Fia, as you kind of throw yourself out of the way in a backflip, you just hear a snarling growl out of Nate. And when you land, you see Nate pounce or lunge at the creature and just bite it. The creature doesn't really flinch. And Nate, when you bite, you actually feel your own teeth kind of snap against each other. But there is something there. It's just almost intangible. And you rip and tear. And Cael and Fia, you see Nate trying to eat this creature. It's creatures go. I pointed at myself. That's upsetting. It moves. It literally glides straight through you. You feel like where you were biting, it has now become like your teeth gnash against each other as the creature moves straight through you. It drifts along the corridor, kind of like floating between the three of you. Everybody give me... God, okay, I'm going to do it just because I said it, but I fucked up. Everybody give me a wisdom saving throw.
7.
11.
6.
Okay, so the good news is... Well, okay, you're all taking 8 psychic damage.
That's the good news.
That's what that is. Well, no, the good news is I made a boo-boo because you're all not within melee range of each other, so you can't use your reaction to hit each other.
As a reaction
to his reaction, yeah, go on.
Can I? 1 second. I want to see if I can use cutting words.
I'm also just wondering, would that provoke an opportunity attack for my echo?
It's incorporeal, so no.
Is it immune to being charmed?
It. God damn it! Why do I go on that? It is.
Oh, then I can't do that then.
Okay. Again, you all get the sudden urge to lash out at each other, and you all find yourselves kind of striking the air in front of you, but your weapons meet nothing. Cael.
No. No. Christ. Going to cast Chromatic Orb at first level. Wait. Is it like right up all on me?
It's currently about...
Like if I move away, am I going to have to disengage?
No, you're not. It's 10 feet away from you. It's kind of... It put itself between the three of you, and it kind of moved to that. So you're like... If he is at the top of the triangle, you're at either ends, the other points, and it is smack in the middle. So there's about 10 feet between each of you and it.
Okay. He is going to choose thunder damage for Chromatic Orb, and 16 to hit.
That hits.
Great. For 3d8 thunder, 13 thunder damage.
Okay. Just as you see it kind of move around, and you find your sword in your hand again, Nate and Fia, you just see Cael just throw one hand up, and the air just starts to spin violently around his hand until it is a full shining orb of energy, magical energy. The dust, there's very little of it. It's a very clean castle. A lot of the grime from the blood and the bodies that is spinning around with it. It just blasts from Cael's hand, strikes at the creature, and again, you see the edges of the creature pull the energy around it and draw it further in, but it is still struck and is spun violently up into the air a little bit. All of you give me perception checks.
7.
24.
17.
Okay. Cael, it's a little bit, the draw from the magic has kind of pulled your attention, so you don't instantly watch where it goes, but Fia and Nate, you just see this thing kind of get struck and kind of punched upwards with this energy. As both of you look up, you see what looks to be that group of creatures moving up the stairwell has stopped, and 3 figures in navy blue robes are fighting back.
Oh.
It is Fia's action.
Okay. So I'm going to move my echo so that it's up in melee range with it again, and I'm taking out the Raven's Talon to shoot at it. So that is, that hits. It's 21 to hit.
Yep, hits.
And 14. 24 points of damage.
Excuse me?
24 points of damage.
Well, good thing I've got resistances then. Do I have... Yeah, do you?
Okay.
Okay, and what's your bonus action?
No bonus action yet. I'm going to unleash Incarnation again, which I can do once I attack, not as a bonus action, to get my Echo to attack it with the rapier.
Okay,
So that is a dirty 20 to hit.
that hits.
And another 12 damage.
Okay, and what kind of damage is that?
That is rapier, which is piercing, I
So
think.
but the Echo Knight,
Piercing, yeah.
it doesn't change just because it's an Echo Knight, doesn't become
No,
magical.
it's
still...
it's the same as far as I'm aware. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, you... Again, having moved out of its range and see this thing move closer to you again, you step back and you move as far back as you can, and you find you've pressed against the wall and your back is against the door to the library. And you can hear people murmuring and kind of whispering inside. You can kind of hear Morag telling everyone to be quiet. But as you draw your Raven's Talon and you pull it back, you concentrate on the creature and the arrow flies free. It cuts through the air, and Nate and Cael, you hear it whistle. At the exact same moment, the Echo Knight blurs up right beside and brings the rapier across the creature's throat. The arrow cuts, the rapier slices, and the creature looks... It like the shadows that were kind of wafting around it are clinging barely to its form. Nate.
So, sort of down on, sort of squat on both legs, like one hand down on the ground, sort of just trying to size this thing up because, Jesus, I'm fucked. I'll just cast Bane. So it's Charisma versus 15.
Okay. I doubt this thing is very charismatic. Oh, no, actually it is.
Oh.
It got a nat 1.
Double baned.
So
Normally a D4 to subtract from any saving throws or attack rolls.
I'll make it a D8.
Okay.
For the first one, and then it's a D4 Bane's concentration.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So for the first one, it's a D8, and then it'll be D4s afterwards. Yeah, you've kind of squatted down and seeing an arrow just kind of cut through it, and where all the other attacks have sort of glanced and glided through it, the arrow seems to catch a little further, and then it just whizzes out the other side and sticks into the wall. There's a weird mirage of Fia standing next to it, slicing at it with a rapier, but she's over there by the door. It's very confusing. And kind of wringing your hands through your hair, you just kind of let out it's just a nattering, and it's the grinding of your teeth, and all of you hear just this whispering, scratching sound echo around you, and the creature just sort of twists and writhes in agony. Bonus action.
I will give another bardic inspiration to Cael.
As the creature kind of looks frantically around itself, again, it continues this whispering. You hear above. That's not the kind of fancy footwork I saw earlier on. There's just a and half the torso of a ghoul falls over the railing and splats on the ground. And 3 figures leap over the railing and land superhero style. Yes. Their cloaks fluttering around them. They stand up, they glance at the 3 of you, and you just see one of the figures removes their hood, and Cael Hawthorne IV stands there. In his hand there is a rather large sword, and he swings at the creature. He grins at you, Nate, slashes, misses widely against the creature, grimaces, holds his hand, like he literally holds his hand out straight towards you, Nate, and for a moment you just see along his forearm 6 little dots begin to glow as a constellation of the Archer flickers on his hand.
Amazing.
And a radiant bolt of light just shoots straight from his hand and strikes at the creature, and it is burnt up in this radiant energy. He just kind of shakes out his arms a little bit and rolls his neck. Well, that's 1 down, and we've upstairs done. The 3 of you don't look so hot.
No.
Oh, apologies. I had just assumed you'd have been able to. This is a bit awkward.
Well, I just assumed that the spa that we were staying at wasn't going to be haunted.
Rule number 1: all spas are haunted. The other two kind of step forward and pull the hoods back, and you see Borisk Rivermay, the Leonin masseuse,
Hello.
standing there and he cracks his knuckles, like he full on just cracks his knuckles, rolls his shoulders, and just kind of, yo, at the three of you. And kind of standing back a little bit, fiddling with a neckerchief, the frail form of Anita Helica. Well, lovely to see you all again. Everybody's good. Well, no, not him. He's close to death. I can hear it. I can hear it whispering in my ear.
No, he just ate something bad for him. And Cael kind of looks Nate up and down.
Nate lets out a little.
You can't chew ghosts. You know you can't chew ghosts, right?
I honestly, I don't know what came over me. Does anyone have a health potion?
No.
No, but it's kind of my whole thing.
Can you help him out at all?
Yeah. I could.
Please do.
Okay.
Yeah, as you're kind of looking at Nate, who looks the worst for wear, Borisk just kind of, and he kind of just puts his hands on your shoulders, Fia, and he just kind of gently and caressingly moves you just slightly off to the side, moves past you. He didn't have to, he could have just gone the other way around.
I don't mind him touching me, it's fine.
And he just kind of walks over to Nate. Okay, how many fingers am I holding up?
1.
Okay, great. He hasn't got a concussion. What's your name?
Nate.
Wonderful. Okay, that's 2 out of 3. Does this hurt? And he grabs your forearm and he just squeezes it. Give me a twist your neck. Give me a Constitution saving throw.
Okay, that's a 5.
Yeah, he squeezes your forearm and yeah, it's just like ow. It's like very strong pinch. Ah, fuck. Oh well, okay. Well, that's great. That means you can still feel pain. That's nice. No, like physical pain anyway.
Yeah, no, there's
emotionally,
no confusion around that. Thanks.
Well, it's my job.
Yeah. Do you want to heal me or?
Okay. He kind of squats. He squats down. Over his shoulder, he kind of pulls off a leather bag, starts rifling through it, and he starts to get to work. He has a healer's kit.
You made a face.
So how many hit dice do you have?
7, I suppose, because I'm double 7.
Oh, okay. 7 plus 12, 16 HP. Boris just kind of gets to work. He starts kind of bandaging you up, but there's no obvious wounds. And then he just starts giving you a really nice massage. And that's what really kind of starts to, like, there's a lot of energy kind of coursing through your body, and you can still kind of feel the residual whispers of that creature and whatever it was talking about. And he just, he just starts kind of at the base of your skull, moves down into your shoulders, under your shoulder blades, and now he's kind of like just above your lower back.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Thank you. Oh, okay. Thank you. Okay, you
don't have to be weird about it.
Cael locks eyes with Fia and like inclines his head gently towards the lion man, and then just makes kind of a wow shape with his mouth.
And Fia like nods back and just mouths, "Oh yeah, yeah."
Down here dying and you guys are being filthy.
Down here.
Where's my filth?
You're
the dank.
None of this gold is sexy.
Anita kind of approaches the group. Okay, so I think that maybe it's best if you leave this to us. We're just kind of maybe better suited to this.
That's good. We just want to know how to get down. We just want to get down to our friend in the cellar.
Well, oh God, did she hit her head? Does she not know how stairs work?
That's what we were doing before this thing creeped up.
Okay, so
Cool.
now are you sure you want to be going down? Because I think maybe the three of you should just sit up here, go into the lovely. We've cleared out most of the ghouls and ghasts. One or two did get out, but I'm sure that's fine.
Now, Morag said she was actually gathering survivors there. Have you checked in with
In the
her?
library?
In the library?
Oh, okay. And Anita just kind of nods at Mikhail, who moves over and he walks into the library. He comes out a moment or two later. I mean, she said you can stay in there if you want to.
No, not what I meant. No, we should probably go check on our friend.
Oh, yes, the prisoner.
The prisoner.
Now,
that shadow had the Count's face for a little bit there.
yeah, I did. Yeah,
Did it?
Yeah, it did.
It did, yeah. No, is that
Look at you noticing that. Now, that's very.
Well,
I rubbed off on you, I think.
sure did. You sure did.
Now, how attached were you to your friend that was in the basement?
what? Wait, what? What do you mean? How attached?
Quite.
Okay. It's just all of this stuff came out of the basement.
No, we spoke to her. It's fine. No, she's not fine. We should go. We should go, actually.
You spoke to her on the other side.
What do you mean on the other side? What?
Side. No,
What
I
is
can't.
this lady on about?
She's fine. She's not fine.
Thank you. No. I think now we're the death pod. Yeah. You might have heard. No, you definitely wouldn't have heard of us. We're a secret order, so you definitely haven't heard of us.
Can we just go?
Yes.
Yeah.
You're very capable. You
Yeah.
have all this covered.
As you said yourself, yeah, we're
Yeah, no, we'll get out to the basement and I'll find your friend, Spotty, and
We're going to the base.
we're going to.
Let's just go. Let's
Yeah,
just go.
we're just
We're
going.
going. We're walking. We're
Okay. Right then. She just kind of steps aside. You approach the cellar door, and as the three of you kind of get, you feel kind of just this blast of cold energy just kind of erupting up through it, and then there's a howling scream. Yeah, that can happen. That can happen. Yeah, a lot of spiritual residue left behind. Yeah.
Anything else down there that we should know, or has it all come up?
Oh, no. There's more of the Alps. Yeah, we've only just dealt with one.
We have no choice. We have to help her. She's down there by herself.
I wasn't arguing.
It's like, I
didn't
understand
say anything out
why
loud.
this standing, wheeling around stuff is happening.
Okay. We'll go.
Okay, well, we'll go with you. We'll go with you.
You can come too.
Yeah, we will.
What about
we
the
kind of have to.
survivors and everything? And all the other people here?
We stopped them going after the Count. That was the most important thing. We cleared out a lot of that. And,
So the Count is safe? Guaranteed.
oh, well, yeah. He's fine.
Could I make an insight check?
Yeah, you can.
As to what that implies? 16 plus...
Oh, God damn it.
2. 18.
Okay, so she got a 9. She's shifting very uncomfortably and she's looking at Mikhail. So your dead friend in the basement, and she heads off.
What the?
Hephaesta,
Yeah.
you're top of the
dead in
turn.
the basement.
You're dead in the basement. You're
Finally.
top of the turn.
Okay, and I have an ogre zombie.
You do.
And I'm assuming he's not chill like all the race who just let me walk right past. He looks like he wants
Yeah,
me
he
to
looks
be
like
dead.
he wants
Okay.
to smash you.
All right.
Nope.
Well, I haven't tried it yet.
Never say never.
We're going to go in hot and heavy with a level 3 witch bolt.
Oh,
Nice. Come on, girl.
That's a lot of witch bolt.
Get him.
Oh, no.
did you not want it? That's what you get for getting hot and heavy. Oh my God! Yay!
That's the worst thing I've ever heard.
I need to go get something. Sorry, I need to go get something.
Oh
I need to get something. As the magic calls out, as you pull it from within, you feel all of these swirling emotions, and the energy, both emotional, mental, physical, magical, just mixes and becomes a storm inside you. Roll a d10, please. That's actually like, because do you remember the table, James?
Vaguely.
Okay.
I know the split.
Yeah, there is a split in the table. It's not it's not like the wild magic table type of thing. There's different things for different roles. It's actually quite funny. It also means you still get to cast. Well, your spell's going to miss, but nothing bad happens to you other than this. So that's nice, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. See, good things happen. Now, one's in my. Oh, that's fucked up.
That is fucked. That's very fucked up.
Your aura has become visible to all around you and has a clear impact on your environment. The duration is 1 hour.
Oh, okay.
So, I would assume right now you're probably quite angry and frightened.
Yeah, that's
So your aura is burning. You're literally
on fire.
Anyone looking at you, you look like you're on fire.
Okay.
But it is with yellow flames. As the magic swirls up, this is going to last. You throw your hands out, and just an arc of red and yellow lightning crackles forward and strikes at the mirror behind you, shattering it. He is going to make an attack against you. Oh my god, he nat one-ed it.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Snarfle biscuits. He doesn't have his weapon. Nope. He just swings out with his hand, and I say his hand. It is a nub of bone and black rotten flesh.
Gross.
Some of it flicks and catches on you, and it is singed by your aura, thankfully. But as he swings out, he loses his footing and he slips in a puddle of his own
goo,
necrotic juices.
Disgusting.
You have a free action.
Awesome. I'm going to Scorching Ray at him. 18 plus 5, so lots.
lots of hits. Yeah.
Fuck you.
And that is 3d6 fire damage. Ooh, nice. What's that? 11?
15.
Yep, thank you.
Wow, when you put two of you together, huh?
Again, the maths wasn't the issue. The issue was me trying to find the skill. My alphabet, I don't know. Okay.
As you see this thing kind of fall back on itself, your hand just goes straight up into the air, and all around you, just this piercing ray of light just emanates from the top of your hand, and you see it catching in the mirror, the broken mirror on the floor around you. They strike the mirror at opposite sides and just strike it straight at him, having reflected off of it. They all catch him, and the stench is hideous as you burn rotting flesh. And it recoils. You hear it actually kind of roaring in agony. It's the scream you've all heard. And now it's your action.
Oh, we're gonna witch bolt again. Don't betray me. Okay. 17.
That hits.
That is multiple damages. So 3d12, and then on every turn I can just do another d12 if I want to. If I feel like it.
I thought you looked me in the eye as you
14.
Again, as the last of the scorching ray just dissipates and the light dims around the room, there's a hissing, crackling sound. Burning electrical light just kind of crackles all around you, and it sparks off your aura, and just plunging your hands straight outwards, an arc of this arcane energy just erupts from you and strikes at the creature. He convulses violently on the floor. The arc doesn't dissipate. You hold it steadfast, but you see him scrambling to its knees to try and attack you again. No net ones, no net ones, no net ones. Or these dice are getting swapped out. That's 12.
Oh, that hits.
Having kind of pulled itself up onto its knees, it just slams forward towards you, Hephaesta, and swats you with its right arm this time. It crashes into you. You hold... Witch Bolt isn't concentration, is it?
Yeah.
Okay. You're knocked like a foot back and it's now standing up again, and you just see this decayed, barely holding itself together form of an ogre. Half of its face is caved in. Its body seems to have been bitten and torn at. It's your action.
Do I take damage?
Oh, yeah. Sorry. I rolled it. I said 6.
Oh, can I Hellish Rebuke as a reaction?
You may.
And he takes another 7 damage.
Okay.
They save against?
No.
Okay.
You shit. Kiss me. No sooner had it hit you, Hephaesta, you just see on that same arm, just the flesh is just ripped open and fire erupts around it. It is your action.
I'm just going to keep the Witch Bolt and do another 1d12 for 5 damage.
Okay.
And that counts as an action.
Okay. Any bonus action?
No. He's dead. Yeah.
No, he's not. He's going to hit you again
I don't like that.
for another 8 bludgeoning damage.
I don't like it.
With the witch bolt still stinging and scratching and hitting him, he's now kind of swatting at that, and he aims to kind of crush you. He swats at your hand that you're holding out with the witch bolt, and you feel just kind of your shoulder twist in an unnatural way. Your action.
Sick of this shit. Burning hands, this motherfucker. 16 plus 5, 21.
Yep, that hits.
And that is... What am I doing? Second level? 46. 15.
So you've dropped Witch Bolt.
Yeah.
And as you pull that hand back and you feel the pain kind of just catch in your shoulder, your right hand just screams forward and a spray of fire just erupts from you, engulfing him. The front of this creature blisters and burns, the skin crackles black. It stumbles back, recoiling in pain. It looks to be barely hanging on.
I should have done third level.
Okay, yeah, that's a 16 to hit.
Yeah. Guys, we gotta go get me some armor after this.
8 bludgeoning damage. Kind of falls forward and in that same momentum kind of just punches out at you with its gross, nubby, rotten arm. He gets you right into the chest and stomach, and you feel just the air knocked straight out of you. I haven't been able to take double actions, have I? Because that would be really fucking stupid of me right now. No, I can't. No, it's fine. I can't. I'll go back all those turns and make more attacks. Go for it.
I'm just gonna Hellish Rebuke again. Really fucking sick of
How many
this
turns
boy.
can you do that?
It's a reaction, right? Yeah. Is it? Yeah. I can just keep doing.
Oh, sweet.
It uses
Save me, James. Save me.
it uses a spell slot, so like there's a limit, but it's still just a reaction. So that is 6 damage. Is that enough?
No.
Okay, fine.
Good.
In that case, I get to punch him because that was a reaction, not an action.
Okay, great.
I'm not gonna actually punch him though. I'm gonna do something worse.
Okay. Eldritch Blast.
Pew pew.
Produce flame, actually.
Oh, sorry.
We're done with the Eldritch Blast now. Burning hands again. I just want him dead. 16 to hit.
Mm-hmm. That hits.
That sound. 11 damage.
It kind of holding itself up, you wheezing and desperately trying to catch your breath, inhale the air and the stench around you, and just looking kind of up, battered and bruised, you stare this down, and the fire, that edge of your aura, just burns a brilliant golden red. And you see the ballroom illuminated as a wall of fire just rushes straight off your aura, engulfing the ogre zombie, burning it to ash. There's nothing but soot and steamy necrotic juice left
Yum.
where it stood.
Thanks. Save that for later.
As your eyes kind of begin to adjust and you see the fog begin to roll in, you hear... Did you really think I'd stay away? Echo down the hall behind you. I'm coming to find you, Heffy. as Cael, Fia, and Nate, as you follow the death pod, as they've formally introduced themselves, downstairs into the wine cellar, the three, Mikhail, Borisk, and Anita, have kind of come to a stop, and they're kind of chatting amongst themselves. They look back and they see the three of you, and Anita kind of steps forward, kind of shimmying a bag that was on her shoulders forward a little bit. Okay, so you've all been very, very brave, and I think that would be just wonderful now if you just went back upstairs and look, I was just saying it to Mikhail and Boris. It's lovely. It's lovely to see two young people and their older friend having a little bit of hope. It's lovely. You don't see a lot of that. You don't see a lot of that now. You don't. No. So that's great. And we've humoured the three of you enough. So now you'll have to believe us. Your friend is definitely dead.
You don't know that.
Oh, bless.
No, but you don't.
No, but again, it's in our name. We're the death pod. We're a death pod, not the death pod. We're a death pod. It's what we do. We deal in death. That sounds a little bit more sinister than we actually intended it to be. We just, death is a natural part of life.
Did you kill her?
No.
Oh, well, then you don't know.
Well, you saw what came out of the basement.
Yeah.
Yeah, and until we find
And there
the
was
body,
three of you.
No.
And you... And then Michael goes, well, you kind of, didn't.
It doesn't matter. Until we find the body, she is not dead.
We'll find the body.
No.
Okay.
What's the alternative? Why are you so insistent that we don't?
Well, you all seem like absolutely lovely, lovely people. And okay. Will you just give me 5 minutes of your time? And then we will go find your maybe, possibly, definitely not dead friend.
The audience can't see you winking.
They
Or
can
doing
feel it.
quotation
They can
marks.
feel it. I know the audience. They can feel it. They can feel it. Shh. They can feel the wink. Now, as I was saying, with zero judgment, you are completely and utterly out of your depth. Have any of you ever really come face to face with death on such a scale before?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't have to answer with the first thing that comes. Be honest with me.
You know the attack at the... Have you heard about the attack at the Flotsam estate in Tezrab? A shadow of an old god. We fought him
Yeah, and battered him.
There was also the much more recent attack
on Tezrab.
on
Yeah.
Tezrab.
Yeah, an actual
that we
army
were-
of undead
we were
that
present for. Yeah.
single-handedly took on and defeated. We each took a gate.
Oh.
Yeah. Leathered him.
Well, those are very descriptive words you're using. Let me turn back to my colleagues and we'll just have a quick convo. That's what young people... Write that down. She gestures at you, Cael. That's a lot of young people are using. So why don't we I'll just confer with them and we'll see.
I'm just going to lean into Kyle and go, so combo is sort of like short for conversation. So it's
Is it the bags under my eyes that are doing it?
I
Is
don't
that
I don't
why?
understand.
Do
Like,
they age me?
just-
if-
I think it might just be the white hair.
if she's being ageist to you, then what does she think of me?
You're not that old.
I'm older than you.
That's not hard. I'm very young.
Why don't we all say our ages out loud?
Nope.
140.
Jesus.
All right.
Why did I give up everything for him?
You stupid bitch. Okay, so Mikhail and Boris and I. Okay, we're going to deputize you. You can be the little fish that follow along the death pod. Okay, you can be the little fish that follow along the whale.
Could you stop saying little, please?
Okay, you can be the minuscule.
Yep.
Is that better? Micro. You can be the microfish that follow alongside us.
Any sort of word that relates to small, just maybe not.
Insignificant.
No.
Look, if our friend isn't dead, she could be dying. So can we get a?
Well, you're the one henpecking me over my word choices.
You're going off having convos.
Oh, conversations.
Yes, conversations. Yes, actually.
We're picking up, you and I.
I'm nothing to do with this.
Now, so a death pod, secret order. Don't tell anybody. Okay, don't. We work for the man upstairs. Well, we work for the mammal upstairs. No, we don't work for. We're here because of him for the man whale in heaven.
Finn?
Yes. We are a death pod. We're killer whales. Nope. Can't say that. That has the negative connotations. We are helpful little whales that help shuffle on things that just need a little push over the edge.
From this mortal coil.
From this mortal coil.
They're belugas.
Wait, what?
Belugas.
What's a beluga?
A whale?
No, we're not that.
I thought they were dolphins. That's where you get the caviar.
Oh, that's true.
Okay. So, we, Cael, Boris...
No, it is Wales, sorry.
She's definitely dead now. we were tasked with humming to Castle's Follow a couple of years ago and just giving the Count a little encouragement to die. Just a little. He's undying, and that's not natural. Not for mortals.
Okay.
So, when we got here, we were expecting... She makes little fingers from her mouth and... Blah, and
Big snake.
charades. It's an older person. Why am I talking to you? And she gestures at Cael. And with the cape and a castle and ransacked villages and misty moors and decay and rot and death.
We'd know from this description, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's very good at charades. You know,
Vampire?
we don't really like to use that word.
I feel like it's pretty moot at this point.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't seem to be an issue right now. The issue is that you're still standing here, running your gob, stopping us from getting down to help our friend.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Oh, she said friend.
Good thing I can't fucking hear it. Because I'm in a dungeon.
I am trying. Trying to help you understand the gravity of the situation. Count's Follow isn't just any old sunlight intolerant individual. He's kind of the big daddy-o.
I mean, it could just be a thing going around. Like, I'm not partial to the sun myself.
Well, you are very pasty.
Since when?
A couple episodes ago.
a couple of recording sessions ago.
Since the island.
Really?
I remember the day after.
Oh, and she's
No.
good for...
Besties.
Oh, best friend. Okay.
Yeah.
Amicable. You need to understand. The man-ish thing upstairs isn't the problem. There's been some... We were supposed to go here and do the whole... And she gestures at Cael with a belt full of wooden stakes. Okay? But you met him. You met him. Lovely.
He's fine.
He's a lovely man.
Right, I didn't say this before because it didn't seem terribly pertinent, but maybe it's a little bit more pertinent now at the moment. But I did go up to say hello to him, and he was sort of floating in the air under a blanket.
Well, that would be part of his abilities.
Right.
The whole...
That seems more ghostly to me.
Well, it's that whole crossing over, not crossing over, and a little bit of the power bleeding back and forth. We've all seen ghosts float.
Right, okay.
No?
Yes, obviously.
Oh, okay. Okay, we've all seen ghosts. Oh, that's fine. That's fine. Which we fought one upstairs. That's fine. Now,
That did have his face. You haven't explained that.
so this is what I'm trying to explain. He somehow has expunged himself, or his essence. You see, we were expecting a bloodthirsty tyrant. That's what all the legends spoke of. That's what Finn Self told us to expect. When we got the whole mission. But that's not what we found. So we prayer reported it back, and they were like, okay, just keep an eye on him, and if it goes wrong, then you do the whole bleh thing, and
So did you?
upstairs.
Yeah.
Well, obviously not.
Well, no, we put one in him to be sure.
Oh.
No, he's like, they don't die from that. That doesn't kill them.
Oh.
And she checks out, she looks at him and big Cael. No, he's fine. He didn't. There was something keeping his monstrous nature at bay for centuries, possibly millennia. Look, we don't really know, but something happened. Something momentous happened in probably the last 2 hours, 2 or 3 hours, that just caused all of that to just not work. And I can't put my finger on it.
That's mad.
I just stare at Nate.
That's mad.
And you said you were upstairs in his room
Yeah.
and he was floating.
I know, it's mad.
But he wasn't floating when we went up there.
Oh, did he stop floating?
Well, obviously he wasn't floating when we went up. So, did you notice anything? Anything?
Just the floating. Just like he wasn't zooming around the place or anything. He just kind of was up above the bed, sort of.
And did you talk to him?
I tried to, but I wasn't really getting anything back at all.
It's just so strange.
Yeah.
Look, I don't mean to cast aspersions on anyone. But we have all heard that your friend is a murderess. So it's probably something to do with her.
She's been down in the cellar the whole time.
Well, can we actually go?
Yes, we're going to go to the cellar. We're going to find your dead friend and we're going to deal with the count.
She's not dead.
Okay, you keep saying that. It's going to eventually be true. So, you're looking, if you're certain, we're not going to stop you. We've deputized you. You're now part of the death pod. Okay, well, for the next little bit. And then you're out.
Until the end of it.
Yes, till the end of this episode that I'm having. So, before we do this, we're going to just do a little bit of a thing. Okay, just a little. It's wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. So, get down.
What?
Just get down. Just sit down. Just sit down on the ground. Make Cael and Boris sit down immediately. And Anita sits down, crosses her legs, and starts to fumble in the bag on her side.
What is going on? Like, are we really having a sit-down powwow right now?
Well, actually, it's more of a ritual.
For lump's sake, and I sit down.
Look at us. 7 rest in peace in a death pod.
That has a ring to it. Now, do you need a hand
With what?
getting down on the ground?
What? Because my ancient and fragile kneecaps won't be able to take the strain.
I
is
was
that the
trying to be delicate. I saw you nibble at that sandwich like it was shredding your intestines.
I'm gluten intolerant.
That comes with age. I've admitted that myself.
He straightens his dress below his knees and sits demurely fuming.
I kind of lean over to him. I was like, actually, how old are you?
I just sort of take him by the elbow. And
I'm curious. No,
Oh my god.
she's made me kind of curious.
My god.
Because you're definitely much younger than me.
Okay.
You look great for your age.
And 1, and 2, and fin. And she opens the bottle. And the bottle starts to vibrate in her hand. As she does, there's a spray of light out of the bottle and a mist. And you feel rejuvenated. Yeah, you feel like your hair is being tossed back and forth delicately in a sea breeze on a starry night. It does. You feel like you've had a long rest.
Have we had a long rest?
They have, you haven't.
Oh, no, come on.
You have a coma.
Help.
You'll be fine.
Will I?
As she holds this sharp E, I think that was an E that I did. That was a sound I made that I'm going to say was an E. All of you are desperately trying to just, breathe through it. And you just kind of hear Boris going, how much longer are we going to be? And then Cael is just like, it's almost over. And we'll leave the episode there. This was Romancing the Dungeon. You've been listening to Amber as Hephaesta, Sam as Nate, Louise as Fia, and James as Cael. I'm Declan, and I've been your Dungeon Master. Our theme song, Haunted, is by Ghost of Red Mountain. If you like what you heard and want to know more about the show and the world of Romancing the Dungeon, you can check us out on social media at D8 Dungeon. There is plenty of behind-the-scenes shenanigans, giveaways, and a growing community of daters over on our Discord. You can also head out to our Twitch channel, just have a look for D8 Dungeon, to catch our other 2 shows, Saving Grace, a gothic horror spin-off of this show chronicling events surrounding Grace Stormfield, and our other show, Rise of the Forsaken, set in an entirely different world, different story chronicling the adventures of 5 siblings searching for the truth of their existence. So just very light-hearted entertainment all round, Thank you so much for listening. We are back in 2 weeks' time, and we will see you then. Are you in need of sharing? No, I have to do that again because my fucking fat ass moved over. That's Agnes for you. Potty mouth.
I do like the idea of Agnes being closeted, really, really fucking enraged all the time.